today it's another Champions League double header and we'll have to see how that goes. But hang on a second, excuse me. Hello? Hi. Oh, I wasn't expecting this phone call. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, he's gone. Well, I feel like a Slovenian, so I just well, yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to do it. Excellent. I'll see you on Monday. Cheers, bye. Well, that's a turn up for the books. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome to the NK Maribor Save. I am Culture Left Foot and it's a pleasure to have you with me. If we look at the schedule page, we'll get onto that intro in a minute. We beat Triglav, Kranjay, whatever they're called, 4-1. Hodzic getting 2, Cardos and Lopez getting a goal. We then beat Visej 3-0. And I think it's safe to say that Zagar had a flash in the pan in that first game, only getting a 6.7 in the second game. But we still finished them off. Castagnoli getting a rare start, got 2 goals. And Hamsbergovic got a third as well, which made it very, very comfortable. And we ended up qualifying 6-0 on aggregate, so it was very easy. We're into the semis of that. And we beat Celtic 8-0. It was an incredible performance. Duran got 4, scoring in the first minute and then again in the 87th minute. Hodzic got 2 in the 15th and 17th minute. Cardos got another. And Juan Tapia popped up from left back to strike a wonderful half volley into the roof of the net, which was very, very good. But today, we're playing Celtic. But we have some news. If you haven't noticed, in the top corner above my head, over there, somewhere, up here, up here, you'll notice we are the Slovenian manager. He got sacked. Old what's his face? I can't remember. Can't even remember what his name was. He's history. He's gone. Gilas Primoz or something. Let's. I don't even know how I look at it. Overview, job history, can I see? Well, there you go. I've been hired by Slovenia. History, overview. Nope. History, history managers, that's what I want. So, yeah, Primoz Gila. He got sacked after 11 years in the job. What was very strange about it is, yeah, they sacked him after they lost to Holland. I mean, it didn't help. He had lost to Scotland and Latvia and Holland again. But they weren't in a terrible position, I don't think. Slovenia, I think they were doing pretty much all right. Where are they? Yeah, they were 3rd in the group, so all in all, not that bad. Only just behind Cyprus. I mean, they didn't really have a chance of getting best runner-up. In fact, it's happened. They didn't qualify. That's probably why he got sacked. Yeah, so we've got the Slovenian job, and we've started to mould a squad into some sort of assembly. I don't really know what you would call a national squad once you've assembled it. So we'll go with an assembly. Why not an assembly of national players? It seems like it could work. But yeah, we're the Slovenia manager. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a sort of side series to this one. So Making Maribor is going to stay as the main save on my channel. It'll always be the main save on my channel until either we win the Champions League or Football Manager 18 comes out. But the Slovenian international job is going to be a separate entity, and it's going to start in the year 2031 or whenever our first game is. I don't know if we've even got a game this year. It doesn't look like we do, but maybe I'll arrange a friendly just so we could have a game. And it's going to be a little side note, so it will be interspersed with the Maribor episodes. It won't be as regular because obviously there isn't as regular international games. I said I wanted it to happen and it's happened. I mean, it's taken a hell of a lot longer than I thought it would, but we are currently the Slovenia manager. I've already tried to call up Sam Leftfoot because I want my boy to be playing international football, and he's not. He doesn't want to. It's very annoying. He only wants to play for England, which generally isn't going to happen. You'll see here, if I tried to call him up to the Slovenian squad, he's rejected the call up to the Slovenian squad. Now, I don't know why he would reject his own dad, but it's happened. Yeah, it doesn't allow me to call him up because he only wants to play for England. I mean, he's never going to play for England. He's not very good, really. I don't know why he only wants to play for England, but eventually he will play for Slovenia. I'm positive of it. I'm 100% positive that eventually he'll get to a point where he realises actually he's not going to play for England, and he really should take any chance he gets to play international football. So that's the big news from what's happened previously. Although we've got some very good results, it's bigger news that we are manager of Slovenia. I mean, nothing to report on it at the moment. We're just literally carrying on as Maribor, and I'm determined to win the Champions League. And ideally, what would be amazing now is if I won the Champions League with Maribor this season, and then I could resign and just be Slovenia manager and maybe take over another team in Slovenia, or stick with Maribor and see how we go. I'd probably leave that up to you guys though. If you guys were happy to see just an international save, or you wanted me to carry on with Maribor, or you want me to start a new series, then I'd leave it at that. But it was always a task to take over the Slovenian national job. I've done it now, and we'll just have to see how it plays out. But enough of that rambling. Let's crack on with the episode. And the first game up is Celtic in Maribor. We're playing at Ludogorets, and I'm pretty confident that we're going to beat them, which will secure our progress from the group as long as Marseille don't beat Porto. But if Marseille do beat Porto and we beat Celtic, then we'd be on 10 and they'd be on 8, and we'd be in a very strong position to win the group. We just need to win. That's all it is. I don't know why I'm complicating everything, but that's just what happens. We need to win. See you at kickoff. Okay, so the game gets underway, and I've completely got through my lineup. There you go. That's what Celtic are playing. We're playing a bit of a mixed team, to be honest. As you can see here, we've got Bacola in goal, Doran Soro at right back, Ricardo and Pavlin are in the middle. Torlak is at left back due to Juan Tapia suspension. We have Francisco Duran and Cardos up front, Dideo behind them. Sainz is in the attacking midfield, central midfielder role. Central midfielder on attack role, and he's just got a goal, so it's great that I'm talking about him when he scores. Next to him, we've got a Jay-Z in the deep line playmaking role, and then we've got Steinvetter playing as a box-to-box next to them. What is a mixed team? We've got a bit of fixture congestion, so we've had to rotate the team around. But Duran puts it into Dideo. Dideo just sort of eases past his man, crosses it in. It comes to Sainz, who half volleys it into the roof of the net, similar to the goal that I said Tapia scored. So we are 1-0 up. That puts us in a very good position from the group. So a Jay-Z wins the header, comes down to Torlak at left back, and what a ball that is over the top to Duran. He's looking for a run in the middle. Cardos is there, squares it, goal. Could be an OG if it was a tackle. It was. Duda has put it into his own net. So it's an OG. So we've had one shot on target and scored 2 goals. And now if that was against me, I would be absolutely fuming. But I mean, he's pretty much taken Cardos out anyway. So I'm hoping we played advantage and the refs gave us the goal in their nice jazzy stripy red outfit. Next time there's a highlight, look at the referees. Next time there's a goal, because I have to see it in 3D. But we're already nearly at half time, and my head isn't really in shape. My head's definitely in shape. My head isn't in frame. Be helpful if I could talk. We're playing very well, so that's all I'm going to tell them. Just keep it going. No need to change anything at the moment. As Celtic look off, I mean, Celtic are pretty much out of anything at the moment. Lots of 0-0s happening around Europe at the moment. I say that, there's actually quite a lot of goals that have gone in. As Sergali, Bacolo picks up. Yes, Bacolo's in goal because, what's his face? Vigilante, as he's now going to be called. I need to give him that nickname. He's feeling a bit jaded. I can't remember why. I've got a feeling he might have gone and played an international game somewhere and come back with a slight injury, and then I played him in the league in the 8-0 win, and he got a bit tired, bless him, so he's feeling a bit jaded, so we've just put him on the bench for this game. Porto and Olympique Marseille are still 0-0. I've not paid attention to the time at all, and there's only 15 minutes left. Both our strikers are playing pretty crap, so Hamsbergovich is going to be replaced by Cardos. Well, why did I think Cardos had started? He had started. Hamsbergovich is coming to replace him. I'm not with it today. Leave me alone. It's hot and it's been a hard day. Blazic is going to come on and replace Duran as well. And he's actually going to sit there because Sainz can play out front in some sort of fashion. He can do a complete forward role. We're going to start Blazic behind. We're going to move him, into behind the front two. Just because I'd like to see him score in the Champions League, really. That's the only time. That's the only reason why I play him there. He's probably more suited to the actual centre midfield role, but it would be nice if Blazic can get a goal in Europe. As a Jay-Z into Blazic, up to Hamsbergovich, to Steinvetter. Blazic, there's a lot of space on the right-hand side, and he finds Dorosano. Ball in. Hamsbergovic, it's 3-0. That should wrap up the game. Well, it will, because it's the 90th minute and there isn't much time left and we've got a 3-0 lead. And I'm hoping, although we have a tendency to give away late goals, Celtic aren't going to score 3 of them. It was a good ball in from Dodon Sorrow. It looked like a foul there in the middle, actually, but Hamsbergovic managed to stick it in. And, yeah, good finish. Good to see that a strike can come on and actually change the game. As there's 30 seconds left, so I imagine this highlight is just going to see the game out. And we'll go for a little cheeky calm and concentrate, just so, you know, they remember that I'm on the touchline and can talk to them. Segural picks it up. Steinvetter's there. That will probably be the game all the way back to Bacola, who gets a clean sheet on his return to first team action, which is very, very good. And it has lined up the next game. I just told them they did a professional job, which I thought it was. It's lined up the next game. If we win the group. That is all we need to remember. We'll be going away to Marseille, but we do qualify from the Champions League group, which is good. We're already making a marked improvement on the last 2 seasons. And someone predicted the semi-final, and I would be delighted if we managed to get to the semi-final of the Champions League. It would be very, very good. But I will now play these games offline. We'll come back and play the game. What has gone on here? Why is this all buggered up? We'll come back and play the game. I've just messed that up as well. Oh my word, what am I doing? This is an absolute disaster. Right, that took longer than it should have done, but after about 5 minutes of tinkering, we're back to how I sort of want it to look. It still doesn't look very right, but we'll play these 3 games offline, and then we'll be back to play Olympique Marseille in Marseille and try and secure what should be an easier draw in the knockout rounds of the Champions League. I'll see you there. And again, by the magic of YouTube time travel, we are at the Marseille game. So this is how we line up. Vigilato in goal, Ills, Dodosoro, because Kovac is injured for 3 weeks, which is always good. Sekatui and Tapia complete the back 4. Sainz, Ajazi and Dadui are in the middle. Hodzic sits behind Cardos and Duran, who missed the last game through injury as well. We'll cover the games in a minute. On the bench, we have Hamsbergovic, Blazic, Steinvetter, Lopez, Ricardo, Torlak and Nicolas Bacola. Marseille lining up in a 4-2-3-1. All we've got to do is win. Just one little win. That is all it takes. One win. And we top the group. Or for Celtic to beat Porto, that'll also hurt. And us not to lose to Marseille. We'll go through all of that in a minute. The game gets underway and we're kicking off right to left in our lovely purple kit. Marseille are obviously in the light blue with the white kit as well. And as you can see, we basically need to beat whatever FC Porto do to win the group. That is what this shows over here. More than likely, though, they're going to beat Celtic. That's what we would expect. We would expect Porto to beat Celtic, which means we have to beat Olympique Marseille and go from there. Okay, we've got a corner. Dedeu swings it in. Ajazi couldn't get his head to it. Fernandez comes and claims it, but they're trying to play out from the back, and we like to press high and cause mistakes like that where it goes long. Dedeu into Hodzic. Hodzic round the corner to Duran. Duran is literally what I just said there. The words Duran. Anyone that's a 80s English pop music fan will get that reference. They were a band. Dedeu, ball in. Tapia raised that very well. Beats Aguirre to the ball. Dedeu into Hodzic. Back to Ajazi. Sainz picks it up. Hodzic is there. Dedeu. Just get a goal. Ball out to Ills. Ills, corner in, crossing. Hodzic, Dedeu. Oh, what a finish. I mean, I was starting to lose all concepts of what was going on and saying words like corner when the ball hadn't gone out of play. But Dedeu fires it in from range. And it came out to Ills, and it was about that point there that I said the word corner for some unknown reason. Hodzic, out to Dedeu, first time, absolutely pings it into the top corner. A wonderful, wonderful goal. And it gives us that little bit of comfort at the top of the group, which is very, very welcome. And Celtic have taken the lead, so we've got even more comfort at the top. Dedeu to Tapia. Tapia to Hodzic. Hodzic is cleared. Ajazi wins the header, but it's gone away. And Ajazi's lost out to Aguirre, and that's a really, really bad pass. And I'm glad he doesn't play for us. Hodzic tried to flick it on towards Duran, but it's played in. Aguirre's there again into Liario. Liario back to Aguirre. Domenech. Tackled well by Tapia. Can we counter? Ajazi to Dedeu. We're just keeping the ball at the back. It's a poor clearance from Sekatui. Aguirre's there, but Sekatui makes up for it. Wins the header. Lario's in. Shoots. Vigilato can't keep it out. And that's made it all back to how it was. Apart from Celtic are now 2-0 up. So even though we've conceded, we will take Celtic being 2-0 up against FC Porto. That is wunderbar. That's wonderful for German, as we see Marseille score. Lario runs off patting his chest like he's some sort of, I don't know, Tarzan impersonator. As we get to half-time, nothing else happened in the game. Both strikers are not playing very well at all. If we can get another goal line, make us the favourites. I'm going to tell them all that I've got faith. They weren't that bad, etc., etc. If you play Football Manager and you're not doing that at half-time, then you really should. Because if you watch any other YouTubers, you'll probably see them all do it at half-time, unless they all just leave their assistants to do the team talk. But at the moment, we're going through top of the group, which would be absolutely wonderful. I wish there was a way we could see all the other groups to see how they're panning out at the moment, because no doubt someone like Bayern Munich or Barcelona will finish second in their group, and that will really annoy me because we will probably draw them in the next round. And again, I'm sitting all sort of over the place. I'm leaning in like this. So I'm just trying to hide from you and go lower and get away from the microphone. But we come back as Carlos turns. He hasn't had a very good game so far. Back to Ills. Ills out to a Jay-Z in the middle of the park. To Tadeu. Hodzic brings it down. Tadeu shoots and it's gone through the goalkeeper. I mean, it's a wonderful strike and a wonderful position to score from. Out from that range, Hodzic brings it down, lays it off for the Tadeu and just absolutely welts it. And the keeper just sort of waves at it as it goes past him. But I'm not complaining. It puts us back in the lead. 2-1 up. And I think it's time to get Hamsbegovic on, as Dodon Sorrow couldn't get on the end of that free kick that was delivered. Duran is having a terrible, terrible game. So he's going to come off and be replaced by Hamsbegovic at some point. And hopefully we can keep this lead. Although I think Porto are still losing. They are 2-1 down now, so they've got a goal back. As Carlos is put in, that's a goal. Duran gets the assist, but he is coming off. And Carlos gets his 24th goal of the season. And we're in November, so he could well be on for beating his own record of 46 goals in a season. As Duran plays in, Carlos just beats the offside trap. Left foot finish past the goalkeeper. 3-1. That should, we know what we're like in Europe, make it comfortable and see us through to the knockout stages as a favourite seed, which hopefully will be good. Hopefully we'll get, let's have a look, who else is in it? POK or Wolfsburg, one of them would be wonderful in the next round if they're finishing second. Zagreb, but I'm pretty sure they're out of it in their group. Athletic Club, Ajax, anyone like that. I just want to avoid Barcelona, PSG, Man United, because I think they're the three biggest teams that are still in it. If they can knock each other out, that would be absolutely wonderful. If there's a way that they can all knock each other out in one go, that would be even better. We're looking to make a sub. I think I'm going to bring on Santiago Lopez for a Jay-Z, and I'm going to bring off Sainz, and he will be replaced by Steinvetter. We'll change him to a box-to-box, and Lopez can play still as that deep line playmaker on defender. That's what he really likes to do. Oh, there's a bit of news for Slovenia as well. I know I said I'd separate the episodes out, but I can still report the news about it. And we have a Euro qualifying playoff, which I didn't really know existed. We've got Ireland in it, which that'll be happening in March sometime. So we'll definitely be covering that game. As the ball comes in, Sekatu couldn't get his head to it. And we're still winning, and Porto are still losing. So it looks like it's going to be us and Porto going through. It goes out to Miek at right back, and a ball in. Ills clears, it's poor, and Domenech then shoots or crosses. But he's offside. Joel Lario, wherever the hell he was in that move, was offside. Because I'm pretty sure what happened is it was a cross that hit Ills and went in. But we'll take the offside. Thank you very much, Mr. Linesman. As Celtic go 3-2 up, so that game's been somewhat entertaining. And Marseille are looking to come forward, but Lopez sniffs it out. We've got about 5-7 minutes left, and there's not too much going on at the moment. Cardos into Hodzic, though. Can we get another goal here? Hamsbegovic shoots. Fernandez makes the save. And it's a corner. And it should be Tadeu to swing it in. It is. Tadeu puts it into the next. Fernandez comes and claims yet again. He's claimed quite a lot of our corners. We haven't really done too much with them. As time ticks down, we're into the last 5. And Linares, well, one of them, there's 2 Linares on the pitch. The one with the accent, the one who's grabbed the ball, has scored a header. And that's a good goal. And it's now 3-2. So what we're going to do is go... Oh, God, I've got to let this highlight play out now, because if I make a change while the highlight's on, I know we're going to concede. Steinvetter wins the header. It's cleared. Sekatui's there. I thought he was going to lose that with a poor touch. What is he playing that sort of pass for? Linares into Morales. Out to Arnaud. Up to Linares. Linares. Ball in. Low. Domenech is there. Shoots. Good save from Vigilato. Linares back across. Junior picks it up, and we just about hold on there. And Ills clears to Hamsbegovic. Hamsbegovic to Cardos. Can we launch a counter? Cardos, Tadeu, Hamsbegovic shoots. Good save from Fernandez. And now we will go very, very defensive. So you can be advanced playmaker on support. You guys can all stay as you are. But we will no longer pass into space. We'll retain possession. We'll play at a much lower tempo. We'll waste time. We will sit. We'll stay balanced. We'll stay on our feet. Don't need to look for the overlap. Don't need to work the ball into the box. Let's rock and roll. It's like I'm shouting down the touchline. Waste some time! Like that. But it came in. I missed the actual corner as I was shouting, waste some time. But it looks like we've got another one, which he'll probably take an age over yet again, which is fine. Not a problem. He swings it in. Sekatui nods it back to him, I think, and Fernandez then just comes and claims the second cross because he couldn't claim the corner. They're moving it around nicely, and Dominic just played it out to Arnaud. Arnaud, ball in. Linares is there. He gets it across, and Morales has made it 3-3. But I don't really mind that much because Celtic are 4-2 up. They're not going to lose that game. And to be honest, if Marseille score again, then they come through with us, and Porto won't. So I could try and fix it, because if Marseille get through the group and then get into... No, what am I on about? I was about to say, if Marseille get through and we draw them in a later round, then we could beat them. That's not very good on this evidence, is it? So we'll have a cheeky team talk. We'll go for a cheeky calm and concentrate again. And I didn't commentate on any of that because I was too busy remembering how to shout the words. Let's concentrate, lads. So it made me miss the game. Vigilato with a long ball up pitch. Hamzabegovic nods it down to Dudui. And there is the full-time whistle. 3-3. A very entertaining game. I'm not that fussed about the score because we did what we needed to do. We go through top of the group with a very paltry 11 points, but we still go through, which is very, very good. We'll let the assistant go to that. Hodzic is impressive with his assists. So, number of chances created was very, very good, my friend. Keep it up. As I said, Slovenia, we have a fixture scheduled for next year. We will be playing Ireland in a Euro Championship qualifying playoff semi-final. There's a mouthful that will be for the first episode as Slovenia boss. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Why not leave a like if you've enjoyed the video, and let me know. Give me a comment about what you think about the Slovenian national job. But I will chat to you all very, very soon. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out.